A skilled athlete has a sense of these four characteristics: kinesthetic sense, anticipation, technique, and consistency. Unskilled athletes have very little or no sense of these characteristics due to the lack of knowledge and experience of the skill. Kinesthetic sense is the detection of body position and weight of movement to perform at our highest level. It is a major factor that can determine a skilled athlete to an unskilled athlete. A skilled athlete has the ability to detect the wrong body movement and adjust themselves to the right position to feel comfortable while doing the skill. This is due to the advanced muscle memory, intake of internal and external feedback, and the awareness of movement to improve their performance. This is developed over years of experience and practice of the skill. This clip here, a skateboarder demonstrating an ollie, uses their knees by bending them to get lower to the ground to remain stability on the board. An unskilled athlete would usually not bend their knees as low as they should, giving them less balance, as this clip of an unskilled athlete demonstrates. Another characteristic of kinesthetic sense to a skilled athlete is the positioning of their feet. As demonstrated here, the athlete's feet are slightly positioned to the back of the board while balancing more on the toes rather than the whole foot. An unskilled performer would place their feet flat on the board, meaning the landing or skill would not be performed to a stable level. This is due to the lack of experience and practice of the skill. They cannot realize they did something wrong. They require practice and external feedback from a skilled athlete. Anticipation is the ability to read what's coming up next and manage the time of the skill without failing. A skilled athlete demonstrates this very well as of the practice of timing. For example, a skilled skateboarder should be able to anticipate when to ollie over an object without hitting it. An unskilled athlete would most likely hit into the object due to the lack of timing management. As shown here, the skilled athlete is able to clear the object, while the unskilled athlete cannot. Due to the fail of clearing the object, an unskilled athlete is more prone to an injury due to falling over. From the lack of bending knees, they may not reach the optimal height to clear the object. Consistency is the ability to perform a skill at an optimal level repetitively. As shown, a skilled athlete can perform the ollie consistently without fail. For example, an athlete may approach an object and have to jump over. A skilled athlete would have the consistency to get over the object due to the correct technique and timing of the skill, while an unskilled athlete may not be able to get over the object due to the lack of practice and knowledge of time management. It is easy to determine an unskilled athlete due to the lack of consistency and not landing the ollie every time. This is due to frequent errors of bad technique, whereas a skilled athlete will have the correct timing and technique to land the ollie. A skilled athlete is easy to determine by the ability of kinesthetic sense, anticipation, technique, and consistency than an unskilled athlete's performance. This is generally due to the constant practice and knowledge of a skill, such as a skateboard ollie.